position. Ready?
At my command. Never tempt You got formation.
What is up, guys? We're back again with another video today, and god damn do I got a good team for y'all in this game, Arknights. I've been having a blast. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't start with a blast because I had to reroll 10 goddamn hours to get Pog because I really wanted this character. He looked good. I didn't get him in the beta, but I seen gameplay from him in the beta. And the way his ult looked, and when I read on it, it just sounded amazing, sounded interesting, sounded fun, and it did not disappoint. In fact, it exceeded my expectations. I'm having so much damn fun with it. I had to make a video and share you guys the team that I have made for Pog. This team works really damn well together. It is a pretty free to play team. Obviously, you get Chen for free. This is just a random 4-cost character. You should get this character like S19 just from wishing normally, and then you need 1 copy of our boy Alesh. Again, he's just a 5-cost. You're guaranteed 1 5-cost every 10 pulls, so it shouldn't be too hard for you to get him, or you probably already have him or a multiple copies of him on your account. Extremely free to play team. But the good thing about this team is it's not just a damage team, just strictly damage. This team is good for damage. You get like a really, it's like cinematic feeling, like a goddamn cutscene when you do the rotation correctly. You have really good SP uptime because you have 2 characters that funnel you SP, so you get to use your skills a lot, so it feels really nice. And you get to use Pog's ult as your main source of DPS, and the crazy part is it doesn't rely on his ultimate or anyone's ultimate for this team to work. Obviously, it's built around Pog's ultimate, so you're gonna get the best feeling and the most juice when Pog's ultimate is up, but it does not rely on anyone else having their ultimate up. You can do all the rotation without anybody else's ultimate, and I have a really good rotation for Pog's combo. And when I say combo, I mean his like combo skill down here. I don't mean like, oh, just do a random combo. I mean his combo trigger. So I found a really good rotation for his combo trigger that gets you a big damage boost on it because of how it works. It consumes vulnerability, and you can get up to 4 vulnerability to make it hit a lot harder. But we're going to be getting into all of that in this video. If you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, and let's go. I know that intro was a little bit long-winded, but I hope y'all can bear with me. So what makes this team so goated and what makes this team so damn fun is Pog, his ultimate. Summon 4 shield guards to advance and push all enemies towards the target, dealing damage, physical damage to be exact, while generating 5 points of Steel Oath. Now, what is Steel Oath and why are they important? After an enemy suffers any physical status or they take damage from Pog's combo trigger or combo, I'm just going to be calling it combo from now on because combo trigger is too long. If they take damage from Pog's combo, you will consume 1 Steel Oath and you will summon a shield guard to slap the enemy on their head, bonk the shit out of them with a hammer, do damage, and you will get some SP back. Now, when you use all 5 stacks of shield oath, or when you consume 4 out of the 5 points of Steel Oath, you will get a unique interaction where you consume the 5th one. You will have all 4 of your shield guards jump in and hammer the enemy that you're fighting. It feels absolutely amazing. It feels cinematic, but obviously it's not free to get off. You need to apply 5 physical status or use, well, you just need to get a total of 5. You can either apply 5 physical status, or you can have Pog's combo trigger and then trigger it as many times as possible. What makes this team so unique and what makes this team work so well is Chen. Chen helps trigger, well, Pog's ultimate or just physical statuses, because Chen applies lift with her skill, and she also applies lift with her combo, which is very, very important because, I mean, you're going to need a lot of them for his ult to work efficiently. Pog himself isn't just useless in this regard. His skill applies breach. Breach is another physical status that you can apply. God damn, I couldn't get a word out of my mouth. Physical status that you can apply, so he's not completely useless there either. He works towards it. But what I guess the hardest part of this team for me was to find the next two characters. Obviously, you could slap anything in here and this team would honestly probably work maybe just fine. I don't think it would be as good, but I wanted to find characters that worked really well and synergized with Pog and makes my Pog feel as Pog as possible. A little pun there. But yeah, you want him to feel as best as possible. I want him to be the carry in this team. I want him to feel like the main character. I want him to be the most work, and I want that cinema ult to be going off every single damn time I get it up. So I ran into Estella. Now Estella honestly on paper doesn't really look like a crazy character, but she has this cute little passive right here that gives you something called physical susceptibility. This gives you 10% physical, you do 10% more physical damage to whoever this is applied to. It is absolutely amazing. But the problem that I was running into with this is, to get this, you need to trigger her combo. And to trigger her combo, you need to trigger something called solidification. Now, what is solidification and how does it work? Solidification is, to get solidification, you need to trigger cryo infusion. So you need to apply something with cryo infusion, and then you need to slap them with any other infusion. So fire, electric, or the green one. The problem with that is, I didn't really want to just throw a random fire, electric, or whatever character in this team, and just for the simple fact that just to get 10% more damage, it didn't feel good. I didn't like the way it was feeling, and it was a bit annoying. Now you can get the cryo infusion. She applies this herself with her skill. The problem is just getting another infusion to trigger with cryo infusion to get you the solidification here. Now, this skill itself already applies lift. Her combo also applies lift, which is very, very important. And then she does physical damage herself, which means she takes advantage of the fact that you're doing physical damage shred. So there's lift and physical damage shred on this one ability right here. Now I just needed to find a way of how to make it work. And that's when I went into this absolute gem of a character, this monster character, this SP generator, our boy Lesh. Wow, what makes him so amazing is he has this cute little wording that says, when hitting a target with cryo infusion, consumes the cryo infusion and just force solidification onto the target. So he says, nah, I ain't doing any of that element shit. I'm just gonna apply that shit for you and you can go on about your day. Argue with the wall. He doesn't give a damn. He just applies it for fun. And the best part about this character is that he does physical. So he takes advantage of the physical shred that we're doing. And then he generates SP like a monster. Every single goddamn thing in his kit has recover some SP. Which is amazing for this team because you need a lot of SP to help Pog get his shield guards out, because you're going to need to use a lot of skills to apply statuses. Y'all understand where I'm getting at. But yeah, this character, absolutely amazing. He's just a cheat code. He fixes this character completely, and he allows us to get this juicy physical susceptibility or physical shred in our rotation. Now this physical shred lasts 6 seconds, but our rotation will be done in 4 if you are doing it the way I explained it in this video. Absolutely amazing. Again, Pog, main DPS, carry. We're trying to make everything shine for him. Chen is here to make sure he shines because he helps with all the applying, all the status effects, but she also does decent damage on her own, so don't sleep on Chen. Build her up as well. You can do really decent damage with her. And then you have our goat right here that's helping with the physical susceptibility, also applying lift, which is in physical status, which helps Pog's ultimate. And she can also apply a second physical susceptibility. Again, you do not need any ultimate for this rotation to function. The only ultimate you need is Pog's when you're doing his ultimate rotation. But even with Pog, I have a rotation that you can use to get max damage out of his combo trigger. I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, you have her here that can apply physical susceptibility, and if you have her ult up, you can get even more damage out of it, and it will trigger Pog's ultimate even faster because you get more lift applied. And then you have the SP generator, the machine, and the one that allows this character over here, Stella, to function because he just applies the solidification, which allows her to do her combo, and then he's just generating a shit ton of SP. And the crazy part is his combo gets triggered by her triggering her combo, so he allows her to trigger her combo, which allows him to trigger his combo. So you see they work perfectly in tandem. It feels amazing. The team works like a charm. Now, I spoke about a damage rotation that doesn't involve Pog's ultimate either, because his ultimate can be on a long cooldown, and obviously you're not going to be able to use ultimate in every situation. So what can you do for a bunch of damage? You can use his full moon slash. This is his combo, and this skill gains more damage or gains more hits based on the amount of vulnerability stacks you have on an opponent, up to 3 stacks. But you can have 4 stacks on an opponent, so if you get 4 stacks, instead of doing a 4th slash, he will do 3 slashes, 1 for each vulnerability, and then the last slash will get a big damage boost if you have a 4th vulnerability stack on the target. So obviously we'll have a rotation for that as well, so you can get the maximum damage out of the full moon slash, and it will feel absolutely cinematic watching him slap the living shit out of your opponents. Now, we've talked about the team, we've talked about each role, what everybody's doing. Now, let's talk about the rotation. Now, we're going to talk about Pog's ultimate rotation, because this is literally my favorite part of the kit. This is the whole point where I'm even playing this character. Now, don't get me wrong, this combo trigger is satisfying, but it don't got shit on that cinematic ass ult that he has. It feels way too good getting it to work perfectly. So, for the Pog ultimate, again, this is going to be pretty hard to explain for you guys because of how this game works. There's no training area, so I can't just sit there and hit a dummy in slow motion, just like explaining everything as I do it. Unfortunately, the best way I could do this is I have to fight a boss, and he will beat the living shit out of me because he's 10 levels on me if I just keep messing around with him. So what I'm going to do is I'll just explain it. I'll probably maybe I'll have it like written on top of the screen to make it a little bit simpler for you guys, so maybe you guys can just screenshot that and practice it on your own, and maybe I'll have a clip in the background running showing it to you guys. But the clip is like 6 seconds, so who knows, right? I'll probably maybe have a repeat. So you want to open this rotation, and actually before I even mention that, you want to be auto attacking permanently. The reason why is because you generate SP with Pog. You want to make sure you're auto attacking permanently so you can keep generating your SP. Make sure you're auto attacking. Done. So you want to use, for the start of the rotation, you want to use Estella's skill. This is Estella. You want to tap her skill that will apply the cryo infusion. Then you want to use Alesha's skill, which will consume that cryo and apply the other bonus, which is going to be goddamn solidification. Now, when solidification's on, it will allow her to use her combo trigger, but you don't want to use it just say. What you want to do is you want to use Pog's ultimate. And you want to immediately, mash Estella's combo, because Pog's ultimate is going to be coming down. The guys are going to be dropping out the sky to hammer your opponent, and then Estella's combo will hit, apply the nerf to them, which allows you to do more physical damage, and then Pog's ultimate will land on them. And then you want to do Chen's combo, Alesha's combo, Pog's skill, Pog's combo, Chen's skill spam. Now, again, I'm going to go through it all this time without giving you just the fine print. I'm just going to explain it all in one go. Estella's skill, Alesha's skill, Estella's combo, and then you want to do Pog's ult, Chen combo, Alesha's combo, Pog's skill, Pog's combo, and just spam Chen's skill. And that will get you your max damage, or I guess max Pog rotation. You'll get your Pog's ult rotation completely off. You'll get every single steel guard down, and it will look very, very cinematic. If you do it properly, you can get this off in 4 seconds, and the damage bonus from physical susceptibility lasts 6, so you'll have a whole 2 seconds to spare. But that is the rotation for Pog's ultimate. I did mention that there is another rotation for his combo trigger. Now, how do we get that rotation done? I won't lie, this rotation is a little bit more tedious. It is a little bit more annoying, at least for the first part. After the first part, it's not that bad. It's pretty much just the normal rotation that we just did. Now, the one you want to do again, make sure you're auto attacking permanently. You're going to use Pog's skill. Then you're going to wait 1 second just for a little bit of SP to regen. Then you're going to use Chen's combo. you're gonna use Chen's skill, Estella's skill, Alessia's skill, Estella's combo, Alessia's combo, Pog's skill, Chen's skill, and that will max stack vulnerability. Then you do Pog's combo and Chen's combo, and this is a fat damage rotation. It does a lot of damage. It feels absolutely amazing when you get it off properly, but again, you'll have to just practice it up a little bit, because again, it is a little bit hard to do. And again, most opponents that aren't a super tanky boss that's over leveled is going to be dead long before that, right? So you probably won't even need to get it off, but for anybody that really wants to do it, that is how you do it. It feels amazing, it feels cinematic, and I cannot get enough of it. But yeah, that is going to be everything for the rotation for my boy Pog. I'm having a blast playing this character. It was a little bit rough getting him. It took 10 hours of re-rolling. I'm not the happiest about it. I got that goddamn Fire Ember character 3 goddamn times. I don't know how the hell that's a 20% when I hit her 3 times back to back to back. And then I got the pink chick. I'm a little bit tilted, but I don't regret it, because Pog is amazing, and I hope you guys enjoy this character, and maybe I'll have some of you guys reroll to try and get this character and have as much fun as I am having with him. But yes, that is going to be the end of the video. If you guys like this video, feel free to like the video, show your support, subscribe to the channel. I plan on dropping more content for this game. I'm having a blast. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what teams y'all are running. Let me know if y'all are wailing out. Let me know if anybody got any Pog C6ers over here that are just slamming everything. And I will catch you guys in the next video. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace out, peace out, peace out.